Hey folks, this is Vince with Dance Gaming Addiction, and today we're going to quickly play dotAGE. This is a game that I reviewed last week, and I'm still having a fantastic time of it. Today I want to show you some gameplay. I'm in year 2 at the moment, and I wanted to show you like some of the, I don't know if I would call it mid-game content, but I'm able to see a lot more stuff. And let me tell you, it's getting pretty hairy, even on the easier difficulty setting. I think I've got my food locked down. However, like there are other problems that are now cropping up that I have to deal with. All right, so let's go ahead and jump right into it. Okay, so yeah, this is the entire map, as it were. In my review, I think I showed you up to autumn, like what the game looked like up to autumn in year 1. I'm currently in spring of year 2, and I've unlocked a whole lot of stuff. Like there's villagers everywhere doing things. I've got about 23 busy people. There are 2 pips available for work right now. And do I have any kids? I have 1 kid that is currently growing up into an adult. That typically takes about, I want to say 6 days, or well, maybe 3 or 4 days, something like that. Okay, actually I've got some memories to unlock. Let's go ahead and click on that button. And as you successfully, or even unsuccessfully, deal with the bad things that pop up, you will get these memory points. This is like your permanent unlock system. I'm going to go ahead and spend 11 of my points to unlock rabbits. And it's pretty linear, it's just left to right. Rabbit shearer. Okay, also a carrot field. Rabbit hutch. A bunny. New creature discovered. Also, hare discovered. Carrot. My god. I've unlocked a lot of stuff. Look how much more I've got to go. I mean, these are all the memories I have yet to unlock, which is ridiculous. All right. So, the first thing I like to do when I first log in, because I don't have a photographic memory, and it's easy to get overwhelmed. The first thing I look at is, what are the bad things that are currently going to happen? I look for anything on the very top here that has a +1 on the red side. So at the moment, the sickness event, which again, if you haven't watched my review video, there's something called a prophecy. This is like a timeline of negative things that are going to be happening to you, and then there's usually some kind of major doom event, like at the end of like the top of this. And this will actually continue, like once you get past that one, you move on to the next one. Once you get past that, you move on to the next one, and so on, so on. And they get harder and harder and harder. And then there's something called domains. That's what these major symbols are. You've got a sickness domain up here, and right now it says +1 in the red. That means that every turn, the sickness meter is going up against me in a negative light. So I need to create health by generating it from my buildings, and every turn try and offset that +1. And then when this 5 turns is over, this unknown event is going to arrive in 5 days. You can influence its outcome by, again, generating typically more good than bad. Okay? Now, if there is still a little bit of red here, you have to roll a die. And it's more virtual. Typically what you do is you click the button and a bar goes back and forth along that green and red. And if the thing lands in red, then it's something bad still happens. So you're given like a chance to make it 100% in which you guarantee success. But in the event that you still have a little bit of red in there, there's still a possibility, even with 2%, that bar might land on that 2%. You're pretty much rolling a D100 at that point. So, so sickness is the only thing I really have to worry about. This fear domain, there's no negative thing happening there. I'm kind of queuing up positive hope so that when the next event hits, I'm like already in front of it. And the same thing with heat. I've got 8 heat versus 0. Actually, this is cold. This will alternate between hot and cold, depending on the current season. Right now I'm in spring, so people are like, I guess, getting overheated a little bit, but not a whole lot. In summer, it happens a whole lot more. And then there's something called cataclysm. which you need altars. People are working at altars and generating, I guess, goodness or whatever it is. Um, nature. Yeah, to offset cataclysm. And the little bullets up here on the very top, that is the threat. The more dots you see, the more negative that gets generated every turn. And that goes up automatically. There's nothing you can do about that through something called omens. So once I look to see if I've got things handled up here, then I look to my left to see, okay, the major resource in this game that you're really having to pay attention to is food. So, do I have enough food to feed everybody? And in spring, you typically do. In spring and summer, and in autumn, you typically get these berry bushes. They grow at the beginning of every season, except for winter. Winter, you really have to kind of save food and prepare for it. But I've got people working, and this person here, when assigned to this berry bush, I can work it 2 more times. That's what that X2 is on the left. But every time I work it, I get 4 berries, and that's 4 food. That's what this up here is. I'm currently producing 20 berries and consuming 26. I currently have 10 tomatoes, and I'm consuming 1 this turn. I'm making 3 eggs. I have no fish. I can't find fish anywhere. I probably haven't unlocked the creature yet via the memories. So I'm prepared to make them. I guess I just don't remember what fish are yet through the memories button. And then you've got like basic building resources. You've got wood and stone. Then you've got liquids. You've got like medicine and water. And then you've got other things like there's barley, there's hemp, medicinal herbs, there's seeds. Seeds are important to feed your animals once you unlock them. Every animal consumes a seed. I've got 3 chickens here, and I've got 3 chickens up there. You can do a number of things with these chickens. In the case of eggs, you can construct an egg building nearby, whatever that's called. But you need a person with a particular skill set and a tool to work it. Eventually, once you get further into the game, you'll unlock tools, and you'll also unlock like specialties. You have to right click on the building to train. Train profession is what it is. There's already someone working there, so that's why it's like X'd out. But you have to right click on the building and train in that profession. You also need the correct tool. And there is a workbench over here, and it's just you spend 3 wood to create a generic tool that can be used anywhere, but you need a tool in order to work some of these buildings. So this person is generating 3 eggs per turn because it's adjacent to this. There's a lot of adjacency bonuses in this game. Instead, if you don't want to create eggs, I put a butcher table next to this, and every time I need emergency raw meat, I can slaughter one of them. If you don't want to create like a nest for chickens, rather there's some in the wild. And over here to the left, I've got a little chain set up. These are just chickens in the wild, and I've got this hunting hut nearby. Now, what's different about this building is that it takes 3 full turns to just slaughter one of these chickens and generate 3 meat. Whereas this one over here, at the butcher table, 1 turn is all it takes to generate 7 raw meat. So this is way more efficient. But if you don't want to like slaughter your own chickens or bother building a hen nest or whatever it's called, you can just get them from the wild here. That creates your raw chicken. And then I've got a barbecue pit here that turns raw chicken into cooked chicken. So at the ratio of 1 to 7, which is really good. So now you got to be careful though, because the game, I haven't figured out how to do this, but the game will just consume whatever food it thinks is good for them. Sometimes it'll consume raw food, like give the people raw food to eat. I'm like, no, I don't want you eating that. I want you to eat this other stuff first, and then, you know what I mean? So I have to pay attention over here to make sure it's not like giving this food to people. If you hover over it, it says -2 barbecue. I know that it's being used for cooking, so I'm not worried about this -2 here. All right, so with that being said, everything looks okay. I may want to consider, I think I am building some kind of medicine hut somewhere. I think I was building, it might be this here. The tech tree over here on the right, if I click on it, there's 5 tabs. There's cultivation, and you go from top to bottom. And as you can see, there's still quite a bit that I have yet to unlock. But I just recently researched barley, and now eventually I'll get to a windmill, which will allow me to refine that barley into, it looks like, grain. of some kind. And then growth is like, there's the eggs, the butcher's table, skinning rack. I don't think I've built one of those yet. I may want to consider doing that. And then you'll notice some of these icons have different background colors. In order to actually construct this building, you need to have the correct technology researched for that type of tile. So you have to research a clearing before you can even plop down. You can research them, but before you even plop down one of these buildings, you have to research this like foundation. Okay. So yeah, that's the construction menu. There's a lot here, is what I'm saying. So this is going to take some time. You generate research points via these, I guess, research area. They're just research buildings that you plop down. And yes, you can actually build over top existing buildings to upgrade them, assuming you've got an upgraded. So for example, do I have one? Yeah, so I think this one actually might be... Okay. Yeah, so what I can... No thinker available. I must have undone that. All right, let's do that again. I'm researching a thinker here so that they can work on this building. But if I open up the research knowledge... Okay, so note that there's a thinker's post. That's like the level 1 building. And then there's the retreat. So you can put the retreat on top of a thinker's post, and at a lesser cost, it'll build it. But these things need thinkers, which is, again, a specific kind of person. Okay, so with that said, let's... Again, everything looks okay over here. I might be generating a bit too much water. Maybe let's tone that off like that. I'm trying to free up people so that I can use them the most efficiently. This is like a very heavy worker placement kind of game where you have to make tactical choices as to where you're putting your people every turn to where they'll be the most effective. Hemp is running down. It's not out yet, but I'm going to go ahead and get some hemp. So maybe I'll do something like that. Instead of gathering them for 2 every turn, eventually I'll be able to create, if I haven't researched it already, hemp field. I do not have that researched yet, but I can create a hemp field, which is way more efficient. Okay, so I've got 2 people not doing anything. Do I just make more babies, maybe? In order to do that, you need some free housing. I have 1 out of 2 slots available here, so I think I will have right-click on this building and click on the heart, make a baby, and these 2 people will come here. It doesn't matter. Like there's like everything's like kind of gender neutral in this game. The game will just pick 2 people and boom, baby. You don't have to worry too much about male, female being freed up. And what's cool is that whenever you, let's say that you want someone to work here, wherever the specialist is at, they'll trade places so that the specialist will now work there and it'll free up the non-skilled person, if that makes any sense. All right, so I've got 0 people available for work, so everything seems to be good. Everything seems to be pretty positive here. That's good. And again, I want to get this sickness taken care of. I want it 100% if I can. So I'm going to end my turn by clicking on the bottom, button in the bottom right there. And we'll just see what happens. Sometimes random events pop up, and you have no control over good things or bad things that hit your civilization as it is. I really hope at some point I get more room. Like, this land is just... It's very small. It looks large, but the adjacency bonuses are what get me. Like, sometimes I have to demolish and then rebuild so that I can get this building next to this one so that I get the most use out of it. All right, secluded retreat is done. So I definitely want to upgrade these things. So let's start doing that. One at a time, though. So secluded retreat. So if you hover over something, the very top part of that tooltip is it says 4 sun, which is 4 turns to build. And I need 12 wood to do it. Once it's done and someone works there, it'll generate 3 research every turn. It's -1 research, however, for every building within 1 space of it. So, like, I cannot put a building here, 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 because it'll negatively affect this building. Again, a lot of adjacency bonuses. So I'm going to go ahead and put this over like this, and it's going to take some time to get that done. So he's going to upgrade that. Over here, I'm going to go ahead and pick a new research. And I'm not Not sure what I want. Skinning rack maybe, but I have not had a need yet for feathers, so I'm not sure I want to do that. This is an upgraded hunting lodge, which it looks like it just slaughters a chicken every turn rather than every 3 turns, which is an upgrade to what I've got. There's a fishing hut. I do have a fishing post, but there's no fish. I haven't really discovered fish yet. So this is kind of pointless for me to make right now. The biggest challenge in this game is keeping up with the negative events as they pop up, because they get worse and worse and worse per turn. So like you need, like in the beginning of the game, a +2 to hope to combat fear is probably enough to get past the bad event. But in the last fear event that I had, you'll see that there's 4 dots up here now. I had like -5 per day, so I had to make like +6 hope per day, +8 hope per day to combat the ever-growing negative events. So like that is the real challenge. So a lot of my research is typically geared around constructing buildings that give me more of the good, positive resources so that I can combat those negative things. For example, let's see, the performer stall I kind of went down to as quickly as I could because there's a lot of fear right now. Like there's a lot of negative fear. So I needed to create hope buildings. So that's why I kind of prioritized that. A cloak maker. Okay, that's for heat typically. We're in spring. I'm not going to worry too much about that. Paper maker. I have no need for paper yet, as far as I know. Hemp. This healer's hut is going to want medicinal herbs or hemp. So I'm thinking I go with the hemp field. We'll go to cultivation and create a hemp field. Okay, so that's going to take 11 turns, assuming that I've got 1 research per turn. Right now I've got 4 research per turn. 2 from this building over here, 2 from this building here, and then this one's being upgraded, so it doesn't generate anything. So I could do one of 2 things. I could upgrade these all at the same time, or I can just let these go at +2 and research things in the meantime. I think we'll do that. I've got 2 pips not doing anything. Let's see. What could they do? My housing is somewhat full. I'm tempted to build another house, but like I'm getting full up. How about, let's see, food's looking okay. Hemp is +2. Are there any that one? Okay, so the barley here is growing. We can just queue up a bunch of water. I mean, I don't know why I would need to do that, to be honest. This will be done hopefully soon. Are there any new buildings I can create? I don't have a grave, but no one's died yet. So that's a thing. Wood stack. I don't need that. I prepare another field for the hemp for when it is done. So I'm going to put this here. And the reason is soil terrain boosts crops planted there. But this water also gives it a bonus. If I right-click on this... Well, it's not done yet. How about that one? Okay, so here we go. Barley field. +1 crop for each field within 1 space. So maybe I should put that there, though. I could have sworn the water boosted it too. I thought, okay, I could have sworn this wanted to be next to this, but maybe I was mistaken about that. That's fine. So I wonder then, should I not build that there? I'm just really curious now. Should I put that field there? +1 for each field within 1. Okay. And this, again, I could have sworn there was a water adjacency bonus, but maybe I'm thinking of this. this pond. I think this possibly boosts this in some way. Again, there's a lot of adjacents. There it is. +2 cold if water maker within 1. I think that's what I was thinking of. I could have sworn there was a bonus here as well, but so it goes. I mean, what I could also do, just to make sure, I can put another field here, and just that way we can prepare for more crops to grow. And these are all adjacent to each other like this. That might be for the best. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and turn. Lots of things happening here. The fields are done. We're not ready to really grow anything else yet, but we're preparing for it. Okay. Nighttime is hitting. People are going back home to sleep. It's a new day. And I should mention that whenever an event does hit, it resets the positive counter back to 0 again. So this becomes a 50-50 bar. So, like, you don't want to overproduce if you're at 100%. Like, that does not carry over from one event to another. So, like, the trick is make enough to offset the event by 100% if you can swing it. But don't go crazy with it unnecessarily, because it's going to reset back to 0 anyway. So, like, this fear might be... I might be going overboard with it, but... yeah, I'm trying to get it to 100%. There's cold here at 94%. I think I'm good. I'm currently generating nature from this altar. I'm going to go ahead and turn that off. And where's this other 4 coming from? 4 from production? I must have another altar somewhere. Yeah, this is it. 2 tomatoes is okay, yeah, let's turn that off because we're running low on tomatoes. Oh, so that was the altar there that I was creating. I could have sworn I was building some kind of healer's hut. I guess not. I don't see one. Okay, that's something I need to do. And if I did build one, I can always demolish it later. So we're going to go into health, and there's a healer's hut. So let's just make sure I didn't build it somewhere. I'm looking for like a background like that. I don't see any. +2 if... Oh. Here. I'm going to put that here. Okay, yeah, I was demolishing a building to put it... Yeah, there was a building here, but I demolished it so that I could put it here. +2 if hemp maker is within 2. Also requires a dwelling within 2. So everything is set up nice and neat for me right here. I'm going to put that down. It costs 6 wood and 2 stone. Okay. So that's going to start. I've got 6 people not doing anything. Reason for that is all of my berry bushes are now gone. So getting berries is going to be a little difficult. You can get berries via these harvesting buildings. Like you can actually click on them and change their production. You can do 2 hemp, 3 seeds, or 2 berries. I keep hitting escape to get off that screen. I think what I want to do is double down on meat. Do we have any? We have someone slaughtering there. We have people cooking there. Someone is cooking there. So it looks like we're doing everything we can. The only thing that we're not doing really is slaughtering chickens in our coop. My butcher can come over here and slaughter one of these. Maybe I set up another food production over here. I'm not sure what I want to do. I can slaughter one of these for some more raw chicken. Now that leaves 5 people with nothing to do. And everyone, the more people you have, the more mouths you have to feed every turn. So there's also some strategy, and I don't have enough workers to do what I want. Now I've got too many workers. I'd rather have a little bit too many than not enough, because in the early part of the game, I found that I couldn't keep up with food and these events. Right now, these events are very mild, but in the winter months, it was really difficult for me to keep up with food demands and the demands up here. Let's see. Part of me wants to make another hunting hut over here and barbecue. Yeah, I think we just, yeah. I think we do that. Just to prepare for a larger population in the future. We'll go ahead and do a hunting tent Maybe we'll put that here. Okay. And now we've got 4 people without a job. Do we do another barbecue pit? I think we do. If I can find it. Okay, this requires a dwelling within 2. +3 if, yeah, +3 if dwelling building is within 2. Requires hunting within 2. So I could put this up here, and that'll affect both, like so. Or I could put this over here, but if fish do appear, I want this water clear. So I'm going to put this barbecue here, and that'll receive a bonus from both places. Okay, awesome. Now, in the beginning of the game, I forgot to mention that you're limited to a small area. There is something called signposts. These will extend the range of the buildable area. There's still some things I didn't get to, like this down here. I could put this here, for example, which I just may do, and that'll allow me to build here, 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 and here. So I'm going to go ahead and put this signpost right. I'd hate to put it there. I'm going to put that there. And this will extend the buildable area here. That leaves me with 2 people with nothing to do. I recently got copper mining, I think. Or at least discovered copper. There's a copper deposit right here. So I don't think I have copper mining yet. I love the people in the background. Oh, they sound like Mr. Bean. Okay, it's one of these. Maybe construction. Woodcutter, stonemason, copper mine. There it is. Okay. Yep, so at some point I'm going to research that and then put that somewhere. I just don't know where, you know. There's this here. Unfortunately, there's no way for me to unlock this spot. It was just bad placement. I could demolish this, I suppose, put a signpost here, and then put this woodcutter thing somewhere else. So I can then put this here next to this. Or I could demolish this, which is really bad. I want to have a lot of these berry bushes for the spring and summer season so that I can easily get food without having to rely on these chickens. Another thing is I could just build another, maybe another farm over here and put eggs next. I don't know. That might be something to think about. I could double down on eggs. It's just 3 food every turn, which isn't terrible. All right, let's do that. Let's chickens are going to be our main food source for a while, I think. So let's get a, but that means I'm going to need more seeds to feed them. That's the only downside. Okay. All right, it's here somewhere. It's here somewhere. Not there, not there, not there. Raw, nope, nope. Dwellings, I think it's a dwelling. Herding, there we go. So I can't put that there, but I can put this... Oh, I need a dwelling in range of this. So I need to get a house down here. Alright, so if I put that... Not a whole lot of room. I want the egg adjacent to it. So I think this goes here. And then that goes, the egg thing goes there. No, because the farm, if I put this over top of this, this will disperse these. So I need maybe here and here. No. Here, and then egg here. Maybe something like that. So we'll do that. And then we'll put our coop here, and then we'll draw from here. What you have to do is you have to lure them over with seed. So I'm gonna need a lot of seeds. I don't have any people left, but once these guys are done constructing, I will go ahead and have them get more seeds. All right, end of my turn. Lots of construction going on right now. Like I said, it looks like a large map, but it's really not. Things are getting cramped real quick. All right, once again, people are going to sleep. Typically, you know, bad events and good events do pop up every now and again, just random. You unlock those too as you continue playing. Okay, so we're at 100% here. We're at 100%. I'm going to stop this production. I think that's this person here. And we still have 6 people not doing anything. Okay, let's see if we can't... This building is full? What? Oh, it has to be adjacent to... Oh my gosh. Well, that's a bad placement there. I didn't know that it had to be adjacent to this. Okay. Well, in that case, let's just demolish that. We'll put this here then. We have to. And then maybe put the egg thing there. Which means we have to put the house here. Right? As you play this game, you'll learn like what works and what doesn't. And then the egg thing can go there. Wow, that's a lot of wood that I'm using. Alright, that seems to work. Okay, we still have 2 people not doing anything. I think we just start getting seeds at this point. Alright, so that's berries, berries. Let's go ahead and switch production on this one to seeds. Confirm. Okay, so now we're generating 9 here. As we slaughter chickens, which is what I'm doing here, we're actually, like, it's less mouths to feed chicken-wise. That's why our seed deficit is -5 here as opposed to -6 like it was before, because we're missing a chicken. So maybe I stop butchering them for the moment, and that gives us 2 people to work with again. Let's get berries there, and looks like these are all full up. We may need more gathering huts soon. Alright, that's not doing... Oh, tomatoes are ready. Let's go ahead and have someone come over here. I can harvest this 6 times. Again, that's what that little ×6 is on the left of the arrow. And to the right is I generate 3 tomatoes every time I do that. Okay, so I think we are good to go there. We've got our negative sickness event hitting in 2 days' time, and we are really prepared for it, so we're good. Okay, well, that... For a minute there, I thought my entire village just broke. It tore down that one chicken housing, I think. Alright, hemp field is complete. So you definitely want to start that. Looks like someone... Okay, someone needs to come over here and start getting this barley. I'm going to go ahead and plant... We've got our hemp now. So this is time... Yep, because there's a field nearby. This is 5 and this is 3. So because these are being worked at the same time, we get a bonus, which is good. And, I mean, I could put more barley over here, maybe tomatoes, just to generate more tomato income. I might do that. I might as well. Because tomatoes are used in other things. So I want to put a tomato here, and that actually buffs everything. Oh, look, that is a water. Like, it's, I wonder if, yeah, +2 if water maker is, so it depends on the crop too. The barley doesn't need water next to it, but the tomatoes prefer it. +2 if water maker within 1. Okay, I could have, I knew there was a correlation there. With 1 person left, we get -2 water for these 2 fields. So I'm thinking we just get some water to offset that. And everything, again, looks decent. Okay. Things are still... Okay, now we can lure people. One of the creatures that... Okay, it says building is full for... I wonder if it's because no one's either free or this housing isn't done yet. So we'll just wait on that. Okay, so we've unlocked a flower field. Flower. I'm not sure what they do, but I don't think we do that yet. I kind of want to do the windmill to start producing food of a different kind. but I also cannot ignore some of these other things that I've been neglecting. My housing is pretty pitiful right now. If I upgrade from a cabin, which is what I have, to a hut, that's more space I could free up by demolishing some of these extra houses. It holds 5 commoners as opposed to 2, which is really good. This game is a brain burner, but it's oh so satisfying. It really is. Maybe the copper mine. Maybe I start generating copper, but I haven't had a need for it yet. So, like, I kind of want to research things that I'm going to use now. And I think getting better housing is something I'm going to use now. So I think we're going to start. It's going to take 27 research to do that. Okay, this one needs no handyman now. Okay. I need to free somebody up. So, seed-wise, we're still at a deficit. What don't we need right away? Wood we're going to be using a lot of for construction. Maybe... What if I barbecue person, turn you off? Yeah, we'll do that for the moment. And the barbecue person can... Actually, is that a skill? I don't think so. No, it's not. Okay, so we're going to come down here and learn to be... that person. Okay. And maybe we should now upgrade this. We want to upgrade all of our research buildings to their maximum knowledge potential. Okay. And I think we are good. Everything looks kosher there. Now, if I turn this off, it's still 100%. So I'm saving myself 1 hemp by not working at my medical clinic. It still says 14 good, 4 bad. Even though I'm not generating anything, I have enough queued up to where it's still 100% surplus. That's good. So I think we're going to leave it at that. We still have 1 person not doing anything. Let's find them a home. Maybe go back to barbecuing. Yeah, sure. Okay. We are good. I'm really curious to see what positive income will come out of this sickness event, because we're at 100%. Something good will happen. No. A lot of question marks. Okay, here we go. So we automatically succeed. Otherwise, we'd have to roll a die, a D100, to see whether or not we succeeded or failed. And we got some memory points for that. And what's he doing? He found a tool, maybe? Ah, some free tools. That's convenient. Abandoned tool. The village gains 4 basic tools. Traits. Luck. Consequences. Nothing. Okay. The benefit of doing positive events. All right, and now we are going to sleep. I'll be curious to see what the next big event is. Oh, something's happening? Because the little old man is walking from the left to the right there. I can feel it in my bones. The next season is coming upon us. Get ready for it. Okay, so in 5 days, a season event arrives. You cannot influence its outcome. There's still no negative here, so that's good. But we are going to have to make sure that we can generate a lot of cold for the upcoming summer season change. So if I go to the prophecy, we are on day 21 from the looks of it. Summer in yellow here is going to hit in roughly 5 days. We've got this omen coming up. Omens are nothing you can do about an omen. They just increase the number of dots above a threat domain. So again, there's 4 dots above this fear domain. There's 2 dots above the sickness domain. These omens, as they come up on this scroll, will increase that. And again, there's nothing you can do about that. There's a season event change there. Temperature is going to change. Another omen is going to hit. The one that we want to prepare for is a fear domain doom event. These are huge. you need to make sure that you're preparing for those. Otherwise, it's like you need a lot of, in this case, I need a lot of hope. This is why I have so much hope. I'm trying to prepare for that. In the meantime, again, maybe I generate a little bit more cold. And cold is done via these puddles. For 2 water, I can generate 4 cold. I think that's good. We just need to make sure that we're generating enough water income, which is someone's working at this well right now, so that's no problem. We also have 3 people not doing anything, so now we need to figure out what to do with them. Maybe I generate a little bit more nature at the cost of 2 tomato. I don't know if... Now, note, we did this sickness event. It is now 50-50 again. I want to prepare for that by having people have someone work here, I think, and just push that up a bit more. This healer's hut will be done soon, so I may take someone off of that and have them work over here instead when it's done. All right, with 2 left. I don't think there's anything else that I can build or do. No. Okay, so in that case, maybe 1 there. And actually, no, we want it up here. 2 tomatoes for 4 nature. Be more efficient about it. And this is done now, right? All right, we're going to lure a chicken in from this wild over here. And that costs some seeds, and it's going to use a worker to do that. Okay, we'll hit the button. Food flying everywhere. Oh, this game. It's so addicting. Oh, what's going on? Oh, no. Burning. Burning spark. A building is burning. Cataclysm threat increases permanently by 1. Well, that's not good. New condition, burning. I'm going to assume I can put that out with some kind of water. I'm not sure. It's new to me. I've never seen that, obviously. It's funny because certain buildings are susceptible to certain things when you build them. So, like, unknowns to you, oh, this building's going to help me do this, and then all of a sudden, bam, something like that happens. I see we have been cursed. An omen is coming for us. Something bad is going to happen. Okay, so in 6 days, another omen event is going to increase the sickness over here. Also not good. We have heat +1 on the bad, but +4 on cold. How do we put this out? Clear burning. Yes. We want to do that. Okay. Oh, someone I guess is going to bring water. I think that's what that's all about. Okay, we have 3 people not doing anything. Our healer's hut is ready to go, but I'm assuming we have to train a profession. So we'll have someone do that. Now, the production is either going to be 2 hemp for 2 healing or 1 medicinal herb for 7. I have no way of generating medicinal herbs right now. I do not know how to make them. So I'm stuck with this. 2 herbs for 2. What bothers me about that is like, well, this is more efficient. You know what I mean? So, but it's here, I guess, in case of an emergency. But I'm preparing. This game is all about preparation. When I find where medicinal herbs are, actually, you know what? I think can I make them? Can I just find them here? No. Okay, so these do not gather medicinal herbs. Okay, good to know. Oh, this chicken coop is done, but we need someone proficient in that. So we'll have someone trained there. And over time, these chickens will kind of reproduce on their own. I can speed up the process by, again, having someone lure more over here, which is what I'm going to do. Okay, so again, I'm looking at my food income, making sure that we're not in the red and anywhere too specific. 8, 3. Okay, we're good on wood. Water is even at 4 and 4. Looking good. 9 seeds income, 9 seeds deficit. We're using a tool to train a farmer. Okay, we're looking good. And then up here, we have no negative sickness income, but we're pushing this to the right in preparation for the next one. This is looking good. That's looking good. That's looking good. Okay. All right. I'm just picturing like 25 Mr. Beans wandering around making all these noises. Oh, man. All right. Cool. All right, so I think this is where I'm going to stop the video. It's gone on pretty long. If you guys want to see more of this particular playthrough, let me know. I'll be happy to do so. It is so much fun. As you can see, I've got a whole lot of work to do, and you know, I don't mind streaming this game or showing it off more because it's a worker placement game, which I love tabletop worker placement games, and it's also like a village builder, and there's a lot of discovery. Like, look at all this stuff that I still haven't found yet. And I don't even want to read ahead and spoil it either. So there you go, folks. That was dotAGE. Fantastic game. I gave it glowing recommendations in my review. I could not recommend this game more. But I guess it has to appeal to a person that likes worker placement turn-based games and someone that likes village builders. If you like either of those two things, I think you'll love this game. This is Vince. Thanks for watching. I will catch y'all next time. Take care.